Hello, my name is Erlangga Dwi Ananda Pamungkas. You can call me Erlangga. Yeah, first I want to say thank you to Miss Kiki about the materials. Okay, next I want to choose the text too about listening. Yeah, phyllotaxy is a scientific term that refers to the arrangement of leaves on the stem of plant. On On most plants, leaves are arranged in the defined pattern. It's very unusual for a plant to have randomly placed leaves. One of the main reasons why the leaves on a plant stem are arranged in a orderly way is to ensure that each leaf is exposed to the maximum amount of light with a minimum amount of interference from other leaves. The first type of leaf arrangement is the alternate arrangement. You can see this type of leaf arrangement in the diagram. In this type of leaf arrangement, there's only one leaf at its node, and a node, by the way, is the spot where the leaves attach to the stem. The next type of leaf arrangement is the opposite arrangement, which you can see in the diagram. In type of, in this type of leaf arrangement, there are two leaves at its mouth. And these two waves are opposite each other on the stem. This type of wave arrangement is not as common as the alternate arrangement with one leaf at its mouth. It is it is not as common as either the opposite or the alternate arrangement. In this type of arrangement, in the word arrangement, three or more leaves are attached to the stalk of the plant at the same node. In the diagram, you can see three leaves at the same node. But it's also possible, but it's also possible for there to be more than three leaves at the same node. And the leaf arrangement will it still be considered a word arrangement? No, I hope you've be paying careful attention to this information about phyllotaxy because I am have an assignment for you. This be different from the homework assignment you have so far. Your assignment is to visit University Botanical Garden. Were you aware that this university has quite an extensive botanical garden? In the botanical garden, there are examples of many different kinds of plants. And each plant is able to have a plant as well other information about the plant for your assignment. You are to find the example of each the different type of structures. Yeah, the next I want to choose track 9. Okay, I will to start. The major mountain chains are the Himalayas, the Rockies, the Alps, and the Andes. And we will discussing them today. We will also be discussing two smaller North American chains, the applied the Appalachians and the Cascades, which do not rank among the world tallest. The development of the two ranges we compare with the development of the Himalayas. Rockies, Andes, and Alps provides a clear overall picture the evolutionary process of the development of mountain range. Look at the world map showing the mountain range of the world. The tall mountain range of today's world were all formed within the last 100 million years. The Rocky Mountains began forming about 100 million years ago and today comprise a 3,300 miles range. The Andes began from about 65 million years ago through volcanic activity. The Andes are actually part of a volcanically active ring of the fire that, that encircles the Pacific Ocean. This ring is more than 1,000 miles longer than the Rockies. The Alps and Himalayas are actually part of the same 7,000 miles mountain system. They began forming about 80 million years ago from the crashing action of major tectonic plates. Now, if you were asked to name the world's major mountain range, you might only think of the Appalachians as you can see from the map. The Appalachians are a range of north-south mountains running in the eastern part of North America. The mountains are actually far older the major mountain ranges of today, the Himalayas, the Andes and the Alps, and the Rockies. And in all probability, the application used to be just a big and majestic. The Appalachians began forming more than 400 million years ago and were completely formed 200 million years ago. That's more than 100 million years before the Rockies began forming. The Appalachian we formed during major collision of the North American plate with other the world Great Plates. And there, like the Appalachian, we are grand and impressive mountain range, perhaps rivaling the Himalayas of today. Over millions of years, however, these mountains have been eroded by the force of nature and no longer have the impressive height they used to. Now, before we wrap up for today, I didn't like to add a final note about the Cascade Mountains. You can see from the map the Cascades are the western part of North America. These mountains, compared there is from scarcely a million years ago and are among the youngest of the world mountain range. The volcanic mountain are also part of the volcanically active ring fire including the Pacific Ocean. Well, that's all for today. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for the time. Thank you.